What is up, everybody? Blue Moon Mining here, and I know I have not posted a video in a long time. I have just been busy, kind of going back and forth with life, and we're still kind of planning to move. But then I got a job offer for a prevailing job for the next year, so now we're not going to move, and yah. But it's going to be a good opportunity to stay here for a year, build up a bunch of money, then move. So that's what we're doing. But today I'm kind of going over the Bitcoin difficulty and what does it mean, because somebody asked me to go into detail about it in my short when I was talking about it having a significant drop. Well, the difficulty wasn't the only thing to drop Bitcoin wise. Since then, Bitcoin's price also dropped very low. It's currently at $69,000. Last time it was like that was, I think, about a year ago. I don't know. I don't keep too much track of time. But yeah, but things that were also about a year ago with is the difficulty. If I go over here to the difficulty chart, it dropped from 141 terahash down to 125, or trillion, I should say. It's trillion. It dropped down to 125 trillion. That is the difficulty that you need to surpass in order to hit a block. A lot of people don't know that much about Bitcoin mining. Some people don't know what difficulty is. Difficulty is basically just how difficult it is to mine a Bitcoin block. You need to release a share of this or higher for a block to be hit. And the more people online mining, the higher the network hash rate, the higher the difficulty is going to be. So basically, it's just kind of like a competition, really. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably the best way to put it. Is it kind of levels the playing field of competition, meaning that if someone has more hash rate, it's still going to be fair in a sense that they're not going to, just keep hitting blocks. Unless you're Foundry Digital, because they hit blocks all fucking day. Screw Foundry Digital. Nobody likes Foundry Digital. I want to hit a block. I want that money, but whatever. We'll get over that. But yeah, the last time this difficulty, like at least around this difficulty, was back in July of 2025, where it was 126 T, and there was also 216 or 2016 blocks, in which it was even down to 116 T. And we did see a lot of solo miners hit blocks during that grateful time of 2 weeks or so. Because that is about how long these are. It's about 2 weeks, 2016 Bitcoin blocks, and then the difficulty will change. Right now, we are on track for the Bitcoin difficulty to go back up in the next cycle of 2016 blocks. Currently, we are sitting here, so we're about 20% of the way to the next difficulty adjustment, which it is going to shoot to 143 T. So basically, it's just kind of dipping down for 2 weeks and then going a little higher than it was. It does this on occasion. It will dip, as you can tell. There's random dips in here, but there has been some good things. The difficulty has been dropping slowly but surely. It's only going to do this for a temporary amount of time. With how the Bitcoin price is, a lot of people are probably going to shut their miners off because, well, it's expensive to run an ASIC miner. And the higher the difficulty, the less yield you get, because Bitcoin blocks aren't found as easily. So once it goes up, the yield changes, I think. I don't know. Don't question me about the logistics of things. I don't pay too much attention. I just like to mine Bitcoin. But yeah, I decided I was going to turn on my Mini 3 because we're not going to be moving anytime soon. So I decided I want to run my Mini 3 and maybe I'll hit a Bitcoin block. More than likely I won't though. But yeah, so what does that mean on solo mining? Well, your likelihood of hitting a block has increased. Congratulations. Not by a lot, but this big drop from 141,000 to 125,000. You are looking at, say, mining my beautiful Mini 3 does 3 terahash more than it should. supposed to do 37.5, but it does more like 40.5. I have a chance of 161,000 per day to hit a Bitcoin block, but not that long ago it would have been more closer to like, when the difficulty is 141,000. It was probably more like 183,000 a day. I don't know. I'm not good at math. I almost flunked every math class I took in high school, so I'm not good at it. I don't like it. High school math I didn't like particularly because there was numbers, or not numbers, letters within there, and I don't know where that belongs. So I'm kind of retarded. Sorry to say, but I was in special ed. So, but yeah. So other than me talking about my mental disabilities, things are looking better for blocks. I don't know if I'll hit a block. I do have this odds every day. Doesn't mean I'm gonna hit a block. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.